This is All India Radio. Please stand by for our next program.
This is All India Radio. You will now hear comments from the press. The Tribune, in its editorial titled Putting Out Farm Fires, says the smoke from the farm fires refuses to recede with the revelation that Punjab failed to collect fine from the farmers booked for stubble burning despite a Supreme Court order. Only a paltry 1 lakh rupees has been collected against the 6.1 crore rupees levied. In a predominantly agricultural sector, farmers are an important group economically and politically, which may explain the reluctance to act strictly against them, more so with the rabi or wheat sowing season in progress. Stubble burning has become chronic, and Punjab Agricultural University PAU attributes the severity of its impact during October-November to factors like low temperature, wind direction and vehicular pollution. The state governments were asked to pay subsidy on machines used to manage paddy straw based on the size of the land holdings. Farmers owning less than 0.8 hectare were stipulated to get the machines free of cost. The PAU has been urged to develop rapid waste decomposition technology to cut costs. A green cess to be deducted at the time of paddy procurement to pay for making the practice sustainable by helping meet the cost can also be given a thought. The peasantry needs healthy farm practices. Diligence and awareness can help achieve it. The Indian Express, in its editorial titled Blaze Down Under, says at least 24 people have lost their lives, nearly 500 million animals have perished, and more than 12 billion acres of land, an area as large as Denmark, has turned to cinders as bushfires have ravaged large parts of Australia. The fires, among the worst in the country's history, have been raging since September and show no signs of abating. New South Wales, the country's worst affected state, declared an emergency last week in its southeastern region, and people were asked to move to safer locations. But the state government faced people's ire when those fleeing the inferno had to face long traffic. The prolonged blaze this year has coincided with Australia's harshest summer. Parts of the country recorded their highest recorded temperature in December. Then longer-term factors have been at play. Much of Australia is facing a drought that is a result of 3 consecutive summers with very little precipitation. This, according to climate scientists, is unprecedented. Australia is home to nearly 250 animal species. Some of them, like the koalas and kangaroos, are not found elsewhere, but the region also has the highest rate of native animals going extinct over the past 200 years. The fires will aggravate this situation. Experts, for example, reckon that more than a quarter of the koala habitat has been consumed by the blaze. The fires have also caused a drop in the bird, rodent and insect populations. These creatures are the building blocks of the ecosystem, and the fall in their population is bound to have long-term impacts. In Australia's bushfires lie a warning about the complex ways in which climate variables interact. The Economic Times, in its editorial titled The Rule of Thumb Was Never Greater, writes, with what might aptly be called 2020 eyesight, the new year was ushered in with an estimated 1.5 billion people the world over giving it a rousing thumbs up by pressing these digits down on the messaging screens of their mobile phones to send out greetings on a global social media platform billed to be the largest on the planet. The site logged 100 billion New Year greetings worldwide, with 20 billion of these being posted in India, which reportedly has 400 million users of the platform. Far from twiddling their thumbs in idleness, Indians were putting their digits to assiduous use to meet the Phalange challenge. Despite this enthusiastic effort, however, the country's cyberspace thumbprint was overshadowed by that of the global average that recorded 73 messages per user as compared with India's 50. Seasonal messaging and texting times are part and parcel of an evolutionary process which might be described as the thumb of all things. It is the prehensile or opposable thumb that, by allowing its possessor to grasp tools enabled Homo sapiens to become Homo faber, capable of creating artifacts and scripting the story of civilization. The legend of Eklavya, Arjun's rival in archery, who is made to literally bow out of the contest by Drona, who demands from him this digit as Guru Dakshina, underscores the importance of the rule of thumb. These were the comments from the press presented to you by the News Services Division.